What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Bruce. This is What's Popping, and in today's video we have a massive haul of SDCC 2020 pops to unbox right here on the channel. That is right, guys, we are going to be unboxing 20 Funko Pops from San Diego Comic-Con 2020 right here on What's Popping. Now guys, there's a lot to get to in this video, so let's have a quick chat before we get into it. Full disclosure, these are not my pops. Heartbroken, I know. It's a tough one for me, guys. These are awesome figures and I'm so excited to unbox them. What happened recently was Chris over at Silver Toy Shop got into contact with me. They brought in a whole lot of pops for their personal collection, and they sent them over for me to have a look at and to show you guys, basically, so we can do a cool unboxing and review and look at some of the amazing figures that came out for Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con 2020. So we're going to be opening these guys up, and Chris was really nice to me. He sent the pops over. He said he's been watching the channel. He said he enjoyed it. And these guys have started, Chris and I think it's his brother, have started this amazing new toy shop, Silver Toys. I'll leave all the links and everything here down below. Definitely go and check out Silver Toy Shop, guys. They bring in a lot of pops. They're having some amazing specials. Guys, their packaging is insane. I took photos of the packaging, not just so that you guys could see how well these guys package and ship, but also so that I can see how to repackage to send them back to Chris, because the packaging, I mean, I've seen different reviews going around Facebook. The packaging is bomb-proof. If you are an inbox collector, you want your pop to arrive in pristine condition, this is for you. What's also great about them, guys, is they're running a lot of cool specials. So all of their pops come in Ultimate Guard Protectors, which is a massive win. Wow. I know, right? Ultimate Guard Protectors. They have little cool stickers that come with them, and at the moment they're running a special. So the special changes from time to time. I don't know when you're going to be watching this video in the future, but definitely get in contact with them and see what special they're running at the time. I'll leave Chris's email address here as well, so definitely go check that out. But yeah, so he sent these over. Guys, this is a store that is run by collectors for collectors, and within the South African community, that is what I think we all love to see. If you are buying something as a collector, you know you're getting quality in the shipping, quality in the advertising. If there's box damage, they let you know, which is what's really important. And we've seen some real horrible fights in the community of people getting, you know, not what was advertised in terms of box damage or that kind of thing. Anyways, guys, as I was saying, specials. At the moment, they are giving away a mug with your first purchase. So if those are still in stock, you could be getting a free mug. They were also doing an out-of-box pop, so you get a random out-of-box pop with your order. So definitely check that out.
Wow.
And like I said, guys, check in with Chris. Go onto their Facebook page. You can message them that way. They respond really quickly. You can email him, whatever method you want to use. They're setting up the e-commerce site at the moment where they're also going to be selling the mugs. So if you think these mugs are cool, Chris was nice enough to send me 2 mugs as well. So the one mug is just their shop logo, which is a really cute little logo, and the mug just looks really cool. And then they have another mug, which is a heat changing mug, and this is probably one of the best heat changing mugs I've seen. I love the way it like goes from the bottom to the top as it heats up. Really cool, and it says Vaulted on it. We all love Vaulted stuff as Funko collectors, so definitely check that out. And they're also running a special on Grail Friday, so every Friday at the moment they're uploading new pops to their Facebook page. At the moment, like I said, they're still setting up the e-commerce side, so once that is all set up, you can check out their website. But at the moment, the best place to check out all the new pops they're bringing in is on their Facebook page, and every Friday they're having Grail Fridays. So they are selling Grail Funko Pops that come in hard stacks. It's really cool. Keep up to date, follow them on all the socials, keep up to date, and check them out, guys. Definitely go ahead and check them out. But let's get into what we're looking at in today's video, and that is 9 awesome pops from SDCC. Now, what's really cool for me is I didn't pick up any SDCC pops this year, so it's nice for me to at least be able to see some of them and have a good look at them. So let's start off with the first one here, guys, and we have Marty Mcfly checking his watch. Now, this is a really cool pop, and you guys know I've unboxed a few Back to the Future pops in the past on the channel, and it's this was what I wasn't going to pick up, just because I've got a Marty already, and I got Doc with the helmet, which is really cool. But this is the one I would have considered picking up. I just financially it wasn't the right time for me, and it's a really cool figure. What I love about this figure is this is the Marty from the poster where he's checking his watch. He's got that shock look on his face, and the DeLorean tire tracks are you know, in fire behind him. So here we can see one of their pops, guys, comes in a pop protector with this cool little sticker there on the top, or their pops come with those stickers. And Chris knows I'm an out-of-box collector. So he said to me, go ahead and take them out of the box. Now, I'm very nervous dealing with somebody else's pops, first of all, but I thought this might be a teachable moment to show you guys how you can open pop boxes without damaging them. So I'll put pop protector down here. Here we have Marty with his watch, right? So what we're going to do is counterintuitively, we're going to take this here knife. This is my unboxing knife that I use for all of my pops. And we're not going to rip the box open. Chris will kill me, and I don't think he'll send me anything ever again in the future. What you want to do, guys, to avoid any box damage whatsoever, is take your knife. This is a letter opener. That's why it's such a big knife. Is you're going to slide it in just underneath there. So you'll slide it in, and you'll see it'll come out the other side. So you're going to have your knife in like that to get it to focus, and you're just going to pop the box open from the edges. Just jingle it, and there we go. It'll pop right open. Wow. And what you do then is you avoid any box damage over here. If you guys open this with your fingers, which I've done in the past with some of my pops before I learned this little trick, you get a horrible little crease here. So that's something to take note of, and then you can just slide your pop right out, and no mess, no fuss, you have a pristine box. No problem whatsoever. So let's go ahead and take a look at this Marty out of the box, guys. And he is such a cool little figure. They've detailed him exceptionally well. I love the glasses. I love that the glasses are above his head, which is just awesome because you still get that pop eye feel, which is what we all love from pops. And here he is, guys. He's got the headphones around his neck. He's got really nice detailing on his undergarments, you know, underneath the, they call it the life preserver that he's wearing, which is really awesome. And yeah, just a really cool figure. I love him. He's simply done. He's well done, but a beautiful overall figure, and thrilled to have at least had him. I can say he passed through the collection here. So I'm going to put Marty back in the box quickly, and then let's move on to look at the next figure. So we can close Marty up there, put him back in his Ultimate Guard pop protector, and move on to see what we have here next. So next up, guys, it's been a bit of an awakening for me doing some of this stuff, realizing there are so many lines that I actually don't collect, and a lot of these are involved in lines that I either know nothing about, or just have never like even got involved in my geekdom, my geek fandoms. So next up we have Jay and Silent Bob. We have Iron Bob. I have not seen Jay and Silent Bob. This is from Jay and Silent Bob, the reboot. A really nicely detailed figure, but not one for me, just because I have no idea what any of this is about. I just think he's a really cool figure. Obviously some sort of ripoff of Iron Man, the original Iron Man Mark 1 armor. And here he is. He's really nicely detailed. The thing I love about this one compared to the Iron Man, obviously, is he's not a bobblehead, this one, so that's a nice little feature, and I know a lot of people don't like the bobbleheads. So he's not a bobblehead because it obviously isn't a Marvel license. And I love the little stop sign on his arm, and then the mall parking sign. It's obviously what the scrap metal they used to put this suit together, and I think it's really cool and just a really nice figure. Again, not one I would have picked up, but glad that I've at least been able to have a look at it and see it pass through the collection. So next up, guys, we have another pop that, to my shame, I know nothing about. Despite being a massive Marvel fan and a massive nerd/geek, I know nothing about X-Men. And this is probably the coolest pop from SDCC 2020 that came out. And I'm sad to say it's not going to be staying in the collection, but it is a really cool piece, and that is Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler, this is a really, really cool piece. I don't have any, I've got a couple of X-Men pops for my Deadpool collection, but nothing like this. And this, to me, is just the most amazingly well detailed pop from SDCC 2020. I mean, I like the fact that he comes in a permanent stand, and that stand is going to hold him up the whole time, have him, you know, jumping through the air. The contrast between the purple and the yellow on the face, the yellow for the eyes and the purple face, is amazing. I love the little indentations that they've made across his face, like he's got that sort of tattoo. Don't know what that's about, but it's just really cool. The blue behind him, like it's like flames, or I don't know what it is, guys. Like, I don't mind. Spam me in the comments if you know how terrible I am for not knowing my X-Men. But I just think that's really cool, and he's just such an amazingly well done figure. This is a figure that would have been nice to just have in my collection just because it's such a beautifully done pop. I think it would go really well with the Mystique, because she's also, you know, matched quite nicely with her. But amazing figure. Love the action pose on this figure. You know, it's nice when you have pops that aren't just in that stock standard, you know, the stock standard pop pose, which I think is really nice to have. Next up, guys, we have two figures that I would love to have. Now, I would love to say to Chris that he's got lost in the post on the way back, just because I think they're such amazing figures, and I absolutely adore them. If I could keep anything out of these, it would probably be this one, this next one that I'm going to show you, and that is the SDCC Ad Icon Toucan. This guy is so cool. They've made so many different iterations of him, and I just love this figure. I love what they've done with this figure. I love the forced perspective, let's put it that way, of his massive head with the little helmet that he would use to cover it as an astronaut. And the SDCC flag is just so cool. Absolutely love this figure. I prefer him to the normal Toucan, which I'll show you in a sec, because Chris also brought that one in. But just such a cool figure. I love the astronaut. I love the astronaut outfit. I love the smile of the Toucan's face. That flag is so clear and so nicely done. You know, for me, if I ever get to go to one of these conventions over in the States, be it SDCC, Emerald City Comic Con, New York Comic Con, I'm definitely going to want to pick up some of these, just, you know, as a commemorative piece. But this would be one that I would love to have in my collection. And Chris is lucky that he's getting it back without any chance of it being lost by me here. And he's also paid insurance on the parcel, so maybe it gets lost and he has to pay. Insurance has to pay out, who knows? I don't know. It's a really cool piece, and I absolutely love this Toucan. Let's have a look at the other one, the normal, they call him the normal Toucan. And here he is in his superhero outfit. Love him as well. Just to me, not as cool as the astronaut Toucan. I think the astronaut Toucan's just got a little bit extra about him. Of course, you also have Paulie Pigeon from New York City Comic Con, and I don't know, somebody let me know in the comments down below who the mascot is for Emerald City Comic Con, because that'd be really cool to see as well. But here is the normal Toucan. Again, the paint is really nicely done on the chest, so the little like badge he's got for San Diego Comic Con is really clear and really beautifully done. Absolutely love him. Would still love to have this Toucan in my collection, but of course got to go back to Chris down in Cape Town. Just an amazing little figure. I love these Toucans. I love the rock that he's standing on as well. Again, taking the pop out of that traditional normal pop pose and doing a little bit more with it. I think Funko are doing that more and more, and hopefully we see more and more of that from him in the future, because I think it's really a really fun thing to do. Next up, guys, we're rushing through these pops because we have 9 to get through in total. This is a pop that I love. It was one of the ones I was tempted to maybe pick up just because I love Stan Lee. And you've guessed it by now, if you know the pops that are coming out for SDCC, it is Stan Lee, from his cameo in Iron Man.
Look great, Hefner.
So this is Stan Lee as Hugh Hefner, which I thought was so cool and so apt for Stan Lee. I mean, he is like the playboy father of Marvel, so it was really cool that he got some street cred in Iron Man, like having him as Hugh Hefner. So I think that was really cool. Again, I love the pose on this guy. I love that he's got the hand in the pocket. What really makes this figure for me is the glasses. The glasses aren't, you know, they've got a red tint, but they aren't translucent either. They've got a bit of shading to them, if I can say that way. That there's a nice contrast between the glasses and his face. So when you shine a bit of light on them, the lights actually reflect, which I think is really nice, and it's just a cool piece. The moustache looks so cool on Stan Lee here, because his moustache isn't always accentuated, and I feel like the white of the moustache versus the burgundy of the glasses and the gold of the glasses like makes it pop really nicely. And I think it's such a cool piece. It reminds me quite a bit, if I quickly pull down my other Stan Lee that I recently picked up from Ragnarok. They've done a similar job with the glasses on this Stan Lee, but yeah, I just love these Stan Lee figures, these Stan Lee cameos. I would love to have more of them. I would love to get the one of him as a night guard from Captain America, or as an admiral. Was it an admiral, I think, also from Captain America? Let me know in the comments down below which is your favorite Stan Lee cameo Funko Pop, because I think there's so many of them and they are so awesome. Next up, guys, we're coming down to the last 3. We have another pop that I know nothing about, and it really sucks, and it shows the gaps in my fandom. Probably because I'm more of a Marvel fan. That is why we're seeing the gap in this fandom. We have Cyborg Superman. Now, this is a pop I would never thought about picking up, so it's really cool to see it in person and see the detailing on this figure. Again, guys, Funko have upped their game with detailing recently. I think, you know, we talk about some of the older Funko figures, and people say that they really like the old designs, and I do. There was a simplicity about them that was really cool. But now Funko have gone towards the side of making stuff a lot more heavily detailed, and, you know, really going the extra mile to pack as much detailing, paint jobs, whether it's, you know, in the molding, in the paint job, whatever it is, to make the figures pop. They're really living up to the name of being pop figures. So here we have Cyborg Superman, guys. Let's take him out of the box and have a look at him. Really cool piece. Really cool piece. And my only problem is I don't know where he's from. I don't know what storyline this is from. It's just a really cool figure. I know there's also like a Cyborg Batman, so I haven't followed all those alternate storylines. I'm more of a mainstream DC fan, if that makes sense. I keep up with like the movies and that kind of thing, but when it comes to some of the comic side of things, I'm not that up to speed. So by all means, blast me in the comments down below and let me know what I should be reading and catching up on. But this is a really cool figure, guys. I love that he's still got the Superman curl, like the iconic Superman good guy curl on the side of his face that hasn't been, you know, wiped away for the robotics to be shown. Again, the detailing in the sculpt is really, really great. I love what they've done with that figure. I love that he's got the Superman logo on the back of his cape. That again is really clean. There's no bleeding of paint. Just really beautifully done. And a really stunning figure, guys. I mean, he's really cool. I just know nothing about it, so it's not something I want to pick up. I'm trying to be a bit more selective in my collecting now. Just as my collection has exploded and got bigger and bigger, I need to be a little bit more selective in what I collect and how I go about collecting. If you guys want to see some of my rules for collecting, I will leave a link to that video up here. Go check it out if you're a new collector and you want to get involved and figure out how to start collecting, and things are a little bit daunting for you because Funko is just releasing and releasing and releasing. It's a lot to keep up with, and it can stop people from starting, which I think is really sad, because Funko has something to offer for everybody. And you know, when you start collecting, you're not just doing it for yourself, you're doing it to become part of a community, to chat to other collectors, to share your collection with other people, and that's why we have the channel here, guys. So thank you again to everyone who's been watching and supporting me. I really appreciate it. I mean, for Chris to reach out and send the stuff to me, and to know that people are watching this content and enjoying it, really means the world to me, guys. So thank you so much to everyone who watches these videos, likes these videos, has subscribed to the channel. And we're approaching our 550 subscriber giveaway, guys. So we're about 4 subs away now from giving away that Nebula Funko Pop. I don't have it with me right now, but we're giving away a Nebula Funko figure at 550 subscribers. If you want to enter that giveaway and you haven't yet, enter up here. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and just thanks for your support, guys. It really means so much to me, and it's kept me going through some tough times. So I really appreciate it, everyone. Last 2 figures, we're almost there. Next up, we have another pop that I'm ashamed, I know nothing about. I hope I'm saying the name right. I think it's Steve Aoki. If that's correct. It's a Pop Rocks figure. Don't know his music. Maybe I do. I just might not be familiar with the name. I might have heard it on the radio or heard some of his stuff and not know too much about him. But he's a cool figure, guys. He's simply done. I love the flow of the hair. The wave that the hair is forming sort of makes the figure for me. I think that's really cool. He's got, it looks like, is it a book he's holding or a cake? I don't know. It says Dim Mac. I don't know what that means. Leave it in the comments down below. By all means, guys, let me know all these gaps in my knowledge. I really want to find out more about some of these figures and what's going on. But yeah, I think probably just a musician that I don't know. Really cool figure though. It kind of reminds me of Aquaman getting out of the ocean with the hair flowing, and I think that's really cool. So a nice figure, not one I would ever have picked up, and I can't say it's one I'm sad to be sending back to Chris, not like the Stan Lee or the 2 Toucans or even Marty. But yeah, not one I'm too sad to be sending back, but still a cool figure to have a look at and to have reviewed. So thank you, Chris, for sending that through. Last up, guys, is a figure I thought about picking up. I'm not gonna lie, I did think about picking this guy because I am a Harry Potter collector, and I love some of the new Harry Potter pops that are coming out for New York Comic Con. That Molly Weasley with the burrow, so cool. I think it might be just out of my price range in terms of pops that I can afford, but really cool figure, and you never know, maybe one day it'll make its way into the collection here. And going along with that line, we have Harry from the Quidditch World Cup.
This is the best secret in the world!
So clearly Funko are going along the lines of making all of these Quidditch World Cup figures. So we now have Ron coming out for SDCC. We have Harry here. I know we have a 2-pack of Fred and George. So let's see who else they come up with. I don't think they've done Hermione yet. So maybe we can expect Hermione to make an appearance at some point in the future. But this is a really cool figure, guys. I like Harry. I love Harry. I've got a couple of Harrys in my collection, and that's one of the reasons that I didn't pick this figure up, is because I do have a few Harrys. I just think he's really nice. The glasses, they've done the same as all the other Harry Potter figures. He's got the hands. The hands almost look like they're in motion, so that's a nice little touch in the mold. That sculpt shows that he's clapping and enjoying his time, obviously, at the Quidditch World Cup final. The hat is nicely done. It's a really simply done figure, guys. So what they had to do was make sure that the paint job was clean, which it is for the most part. There's maybe 1 or 2 specs that they could have improved on with the paint job, and you can't see his scar. So maybe if they'd even had the scar poking out a little bit from underneath the hat, that would have been a nice touch. But I'm really nitpicking here, guys. This is an awesome figure. I love the new wave of Harry Potter figures. I'd like to get Ron with the bucket throwing up the slugs, and also get Neville with the Monster Book of Monsters. So there'll be some really cool figures to pick up, and I hope to get those into the collection one day. Phew, what a video, guys. That was 9 of the Funko Pops from SDCC sent to me by Silver Toy Shop, sent to me by Chris. Chris, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for sending these through. It was so much fun to review them and to see some pops that I would never have had in my collection in the first place. So guys, definitely go check them out, go support them. Local is lacquer. Let's help each other out. Let's build the Funko community more and more. We have some really cool stores opening. And the fact that Silver Toy Shop is open, they've got amazing packaging. They've got their freebies that they're giving away at the moment, so either a mug or an out-of-box pop or some kind of special. Grail Fridays, whatever it may be. Go check them out on Facebook. Go follow them on all their different socials. If you want more information, email Chris, message them on Facebook, check out their website. You guys know what to do by now. Definitely go show them some love and support, and let's support the local community here, guys. So yeah, something different for you guys to look at in your Funko collecting. And I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did enjoy it, do all the YouTube cliches, like, comment, subscribe. If you haven't already, share the video far and wide. And let's get to that 550 subscriber giveaway, so I can give away that nebula, and we can start heading towards 600 subscribers right here on What's Popping. Guys, thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see all of you guys in the next video.